The split has begun, and most men won't survive what's coming. Brother, every few decades, humanity gets punched in the mouth by a shift so violent, so unforgiving, so fast, that it separates the prepared from the broken. You and me were standing in that exact right moment today. AI didn't just arrive, it detonated. And in the blast radius, men are scattering. Some men rising with supernatural clarity, others collapsing under pressures they were never trained to withstand. I've watched men lose marriages. I've watched them lose businesses. I've watched men lose themselves. And not because they weren't talented, not because they weren't good men, but because the world they built their life upon changed faster than their identity could. Here's the harsh truth. AI is not the threat. AI is the revealer. It exposes the gaps in a man's leadership. It exposes the fragility of his marriage. It exposes the lack of spiritual fire in his core. It exposes the places where he's been drifting instead of leading. Artificial intelligence is exposing where men lack anointed intelligence. And brother, most men don't even realize the storm they've already stepped into. The last time the Brotherhood gathered, the world was barely recovering from COVID when we had WarriorCon 4 in 2022. The world was wounded, men were dazed, the economy was shaken, leadership was absent, and families were hanging by a thread. But that conference ignited something powerful. And then the world shifted again. AI hit. The markets moved. Culture collapsed further. Spiritual blindness increased. And suddenly the old game of business became obsolete. But this is not the first time we're facing a world-changing moment. I go all the way back to 2016, WarriorCon 1. We gathered men who were hungry for truth, men ready to burn the masks, men ready to rise, men ready to rebuild the world from the inside out. Then 2017, WarriorCon 2. Then 2018, WarriorCon 3. We expanded, aligned, and surged. WarriorCon has always been a marker in time, a moment where the Brotherhood adapts to a new era. And now, 7 years later in 2025, the call has returned. This time it's different. This time the shift is not just economic. It's not just technological. It's not just cultural. This time it's spiritual. You see, the era of anointed intelligence is here. Every man right now is trying to figure out, how do I use AI? How do I keep up? How do I not get left behind? The real question is, how do I become the kind of man AI cannot replace? And the answer is not found in prompts or tools. The answer is found in your alignment with God, your alignment with truth, your alignment with purpose, and your alignment with the warrior's way. We are stepping into an era where AI gives you speed and anointing gives you sight. Warrior gives you structure and execution. This is the lethal combination most men will never access, because speed without sight destroys you, and sight without structure paralyzes you. It takes a new breed of man to navigate this era. A man who lives by revelation, a man who leads with spiritual authority, and a man who uses AI to multiply, not to replace the fire God placed inside him. Why WarriorCon 5 is the most important gathering in our history? It's a good question. Brother, listen, we've reached a point where men are breaking, marriages are collapsing, businesses are fragmenting, leaders are overwhelmed, faith has grown cold, pressure has intensified, purpose has been lost, and simultaneously, opportunities have never been bigger. Leverage has never been greater. Innovation has never been faster. And spiritual power has never been more necessary. This is the split. The moment in history where the Warrior Brotherhood must rise again. WarriorCon 5 is not a conference. It's a 3-day activation of Warrior 2.0. AI implementation, business systems through the Warrior Business Bible, branding and marketing redesign, prayer stacking, kingdom alignment, 2026 battle plans across the core 4, a time for revelation, a time for brotherhood, a time for authority and fire. You don't come to consume, you come to build. You come to install a new operating system for your life and business. You come to receive what God is pouring out in this era of anointing. This is the event the entire movement has been leading to. Brother, everything in your life has led to this moment. The world is changing. Your family needs you awake. Your business needs you updated. Your leadership needs fire. Your spirit needs alignment, and the Brotherhood is gathering again for the first time in 3 years to prepare for the era ahead. Join me inside WarriorCon 5. Early bird ends December 1st. Do not wait, because if you're reading this now or listening to this now or participating in whatever form, This message is not an invitation. It's your confirmation to go. My name is Garrett J, founder of Wake Up Warrior and leader of the Brotherhood. Welcome to WordCon 5 today.